Hi, everyone. Happy holidays. We have finally gotten to December throughout these past few months, and we passed our career lessons. We are done with that. So, at this time, if you have to complete your Zello missions, we have 2 missions to complete. You must do that at this time for the rest of the block. Once you are finished with those 2 missions, you can now go ahead on and complete our Reindeer Games activity that we'll be doing for virtual counseling today. First, I wanted to let you know that those career lessons are something that will be traveling with you all throughout your career at Canon McMillan. So, whenever you go to middle school, those career lessons will go with you, and your administrators, that means your principals, will be viewing those. Same with whenever you go to high school, they will always travel with you so your administrators can view them and see what your interests are and what you hope to aspire to do whenever you graduate high school. It's something that you should take very important and seriously, and it's also pretty cool and interesting too. But I wanted to take a moment to just step aside from the career lessons and now start focusing on coping skills. If you remember back in the beginning of the school year, we were talking a lot about social emotional learning and how to deal with our emotions and manage our feelings. I know it's kind of confusing because we think that we can control others' feelings and help support them, and that's great. We can support our friends in many ways, but one thing that we have to understand is we cannot control our friends' feelings or emotions. We can only control our own emotions and feelings. So, for instance, there are many different ways that we can help with this process and work through our unwanted pain, full emotions, and reactions. So, for an example, if you get into a fight with your friends and you want to make them feel better, you have to understand how they are feeling first, not by telling them how they're feeling, by asking, "Hey, how are you feeling? Why are you feeling that way?" So you can really listen and understand what they are going through and how you can support them. That is the best way that you can use these coping skills to support your friends. There's many different ways that you can use coping strategies, but the 5 general types of coping strategies are problem focused coping, emotional focused coping, social coping, meaning making, and socialized awareness. I know those are all super confusing, so I'm just going to summarize it in this one way. We need to support each other by making sure that we listen to each other and do the right thing. We're making the right decisions and we're growing from our negative behaviors and thoughts. So, say you're taking a test and you know you're not doing very well because you're really struggling in that math assignment. I want you to think, this might not be the end of math. I'm still going to learn so much more. This is just a really tough subject for me, and I can ask for help in the future. That is a positive coping mechanism to say to yourself. To ask for help is also a problem solution based focused assistance. I know it's a little bit confusing, so if you ever have questions about that, you can go ahead and message me on Schoology or email me at any time. But otherwise, I wanted you to check out my Reindeer Games activity. So, as you can see, we have a Reindeer Games activity right here. You're going to be clicking the boxes where it says play to go through and continue. Click the continue buttons. But once you get to some of our squares, so for instance, which option is a healthy coping strategy? You're going to take this frame and move it to the correct answer. And then once you get that, to check your answer, you can open it like this. Okay? I know it gets a little bit confusing, but this is definitely one of those movement ones that are pretty cool. And I wanted to show you to make sure you understand. At the end, there's going to be a couple of long answer PowerPoint slides. I want you to write 5 sentences for each slide. Okay? If you need to do some research, you definitely can. There's another one that also asks you how you can cope, how your coping skills can help you with your future. 5 sentences, guys, okay? That makes a paragraph. No more, no less. Just 5 is perfect. All right. That is all we have planned for counseling today, but I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. Thank you.